Hello, hello, my fellow anglers and fishing fanatics. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your fishing buddy, here to break down what promises to be an epic day on the water. Today, we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for Australia on the 20th of December 2025. And let me tell you, friends, this isn't just any summer day. We've got a fantastic blend of stable weather, warm waters, and a unique lunar phase that could make all the difference. I promise you what we've uncovered might just change your entire approach to hitting the water this summer. So grab your favorite brew, settle in, and let's unlock the secrets to a memorable fishing trip. All right, my friends, let's talk tactics for the species that are going to be biting with some serious gusto. First up, the mighty Yellowtail Kingfish. These oceanic powerhouses absolutely thrive in our warmer summer waters, and December is prime time for them. You'll find them turning up off the coast in huge numbers and even venturing into our river systems like Sydney Harbour. Where to seek them? Focus on areas with strong current and structure. Think main harbour points, offshore reefs, and any concentrations of baitfish. These kings are aggressive, so be ready for a fight. The water temperature, averaging around 22 degrees Celsius off Sydney, is perfect for their high metabolism and predatory behaviour. What to use? Live baits like fresh squid, yellowtail, or slimy mackerel are absolute kingfish magnets. If you're into artificials, large stick baits, poppers, and heavy jigs worked quickly will get their attention. Next, let's talk about those delicious whiting. They're increasingly prolific in our estuaries and sheltered beaches right now. Where to seek them? You'll find them active in shallower areas, especially over clean sandbanks, lush seagrass beds, and along the edges of estuaries and sheltered beaches. They particularly love a bit of structure near sandy patches. Look for those calm, protected spots where the water's just a touch warmer. What to use? A light estuary outfit, perhaps a 9 to 10 foot beach rod for surf whiting with a 2 to 4 kilogram line. For bait, fresh prawns, small yabies, or worms fished on a running sinker rig are always a winner. For lures, small soft plastics that mimic baitfish or crustaceans, and shallow diving hard-body lures cast close to structure will get their attention. And for some serious hard-fighting action, let's talk Australian salmon meat. These are a staple of Aussie shore fishing. Where to seek them? They'll be patrolling surf beaches, rocky headlands, and even some estuary entrances where baitfish are congregating. Look for white water, rips, and gutters on the beaches. They're often chasing schools of baitfish, so keep an eye out for birds diving. The warmer water temperatures encourage these pelagics to feed actively closer to shore. What to use? A medium-heavy spin outfit with a 3 to 6 kilogram line. Metal slugs, larger soft plastics, or pilchards on ganged hooks are highly effective. Cast far and retrieve fast to cover ground. Finally, the ever-reliable Flathead. These bottom dwellers are fantastic summer targets. Where to seek them? Estuaries are your best bet. Look for drop-offs, weed beds, sand flats adjacent to channels and around bridge pylons. They'll be ambushing baitfish from the bottom. The widespread excellent flathead fishing in estuaries during December means you won't have to look far. What to use? Light spin gear. Soft plastics like grub tails or paddle tails worked slowly along the bottom are deadly. Also, live or fresh dead bait like pilchards or prawns on a running sinker rig can be incredibly effective. Now, let's break down the conditions that are shaping our forecast. Weather. For the 20th of December 2025 in coastal Australia, especially around Sydney, we're looking at generally mild and comfortable summer conditions. Daytime temperatures will hover around 26 degrees Celsius, with comfortable nights around 18 degrees Celsius. We can expect stable atmospheric pressure, which is always a good sign for consistent fishing. There might be some onshore breezes, potentially bringing a light shower or two, particularly along the coast, but heavy rain is unlikely. These conditions are ideal, not too hot, a gentle breeze, and good stability, meaning fish shouldn't be too put off by sudden changes. Water temperature. The coastal waters around Sydney are averaging a pleasant 22.2 degrees Celsius. This warm water is absolutely crucial. It keeps fish metabolism high, meaning they're more active, hungrier, and more willing to chase down a meal. For those heading further north, expect even warmer temperatures, encouraging species like mangrove jacks and threadfin salmon. In the south, you might find slightly cooler but still comfortable temperatures for bream and King George whiting in deeper waters. Moon phase. Today, the 20th of December 2025, marks a new moon phase. The moon will be virtually unilluminated, meaning darker nights. While some fishing lore suggests a slower bite during a new moon, my friends, in my experience, strong local conditions like our favorable weather and warm water temperatures often override the lunar factor. This phase can actually lead to stronger tidal movements in some areas, which can stir up bait and trigger feeding frenzies, especially around the high and low tides. So don't let it deter you. Focus your efforts around moonrise and moonset for potentially increased activity. Overall fish activity. Considering all these factors, the general activity of fish in coastal Australia on December 20th looks good to excellent, favoring active summer predators. The stable warm weather, ideal water temperatures, and active baitfish migrations provide perfect conditions for an exciting day on the water. This is not a day for sitting on the couch, friends. This is a day for bending rods. So my clear assessment for the bite today is good to excellent, especially for species like Yellowtail Kingfish, whiting, Australian salmon, and Flathead. The mild conditions, perfect water temperatures, and active bait schools are lining up for a fantastic day. Well, my friends, that's your detailed forecast for the 20th of December 2025. Get your gear ready, pack some snacks, and prepare for a fantastic day of fishing. May your lines be tight and your coolers full. Ni chvosta, ni chishui, no tail, no scales. A Russian good luck wish for fishermen. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for fishing this summer? What's your favorite Australian summer species to target? I love hearing your stories and insights. Tight lines, everyone!